to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking for a crease. It's Hughes. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of...
All out of space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the lone running back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Mekhi Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think you want to see the passing and the running working together. You've had a couple of top-notch quarterbacks the last couple of years, obviously with experience. Now, an inexperienced...
Wide open space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stepping up. And they did a really nice job of it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air. It's Stone. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
On 3rd down, going up top. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The inside handoff. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Hands it off. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
To the air, it's Stone. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Flips it out to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The give to the back. Moving past the 25. Lots of running room. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks are on the move. Looking for room. It's Hughes. It's a seam wide open. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Moore will throw. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And we're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They got the first down and plenty more, and now set up with a 1st and goal. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback running on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Dead center perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over South Alabama. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's all right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Northwestern right back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. A strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Farrell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Stone. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's on target and complete. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more...
Ernie on the Jets. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Wildcats have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Moore to the air. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rushes on him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down, he's still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for a man, it's Stone. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore will throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Power football with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Dropping back, it's Stone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Unloads it left. Hauls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, in typical fashion, in a 2-minute situation, throwing to the sideline, trying to save the clock here in a tie game late. But the biggest advantage this offense has is the 3 timeouts they have right now. They can use those, and because of that, start attacking the middle of the field throwing the football.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away on 4th down. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. More to the air. It's complete. The Ducks get it past the sticks. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Touchdown Ducks. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Scanning the field, it's Stone. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it on the outside. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
First play of the first possession of OT. Moore will throw. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they score first here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on first down. Got room to work. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Pocket breaking down. Eyes is back in the middle. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, look out on the right. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.